Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So since last time, at least last time I recorded it anyway, since my backlog is still like, woo, I decided to just play a whole ton, and record a whole bunch. So like, I'm recording this on like the second day of December, but like, my recordings that I'm behind on were all done by like the third week of November, including like the last time, or last video, if it wasn't the Nizel bonus with floor 100. But either way, I spent a lot of time making Gil, and got 61 Lungo Nango Jade Shells. I bought about half of them for under the going price, so thanks to being able to now buy them on the auction house instead of just out of Players' Bazaars. But in the end, I still had to buy out of Players' Bazaars a lot because people buy them off the auction house so fast that when I had the money to finish how many I needed, there was only a few on the auction house. So, dun-dun-dun. It still blows my mind that they sell them on auction house now, but I guess it's more convenient than, people having to leave their bazaars up or whatever. And I grabbed the wrong attestation. That's what I get for holding on to the one I'm never going to use. It's okay, though. It's an easy fix in the age of teleportation. Just mildly stupid of me. I grabbed the attestation of invulnerability, which is for the Aegis shield. And I should have just grabbed the attestation of glory. I don't think I'll ever make an Aegis, but I don't know. The attestations, like, in my mind, they're something you hold on to for a long time, because back in the day, people, at least in my Dynamis link shell, like the person, it was all the Dynamis link shells I was ever in were basically like Hourglass funder gets all the currency or whatever. So like the Hourglass person, they pay for the Hourglass by themselves. The 1 million, originally 1 million gil, eventually reduced to 500,000 gil, eventually reduced to 10,000 gil. Now it's reduced to a key item that's free, or whatever. I guess the key item costs 10,000 gil now, or whatever. But they do that. I don't know why I didn't grab the attestation of glory. I guess I just was like scrolling through. It was like the first thing I saw that said attestation. You know, it's important to get right, but I didn't. But anyway, in my old Dynamis link shells way back in like 2007 or 8 or whatever, whenever you would kill the attestation monsters, they'd be like, okay, this is the only time we're going to kill the attestation monsters for like a long time because no one else is sponsoring the run or sponsoring the hourglasses. So, if you want an attestation, lot on it. And so everyone would lot on the attestations and just hold on to them forever, even if they weren't actually going to ever make the relic. Which I did with the Greatsword attestation because nobody wanted it. And I was like, you know what? I think y'all are stupid. I think the Greatsword is actually one of the best relics for damage, but no one believes me. And damn it, I must be tired. Let's see. Sometimes you get so used to being tired that like your body will be tired and you'll be performing sluggishly or like not at your top, or like you'll be cutting corners without realizing it. And like, but like, you just like so used to being tired that it's just like, oh yeah, this is normal. Like, I'm not tired, and then you suddenly pass out, or like, I don't know, that's how it is for me anyway. But anyway, our buddy Switchstick's here. He should be long done with this. Dynamis sword. Oh, look at that. It's now got base damage outside of Dynamis. But inside our Dynamis, it has 48. That's pretty good. Snazzy. And here you go, the finished masterpiece. Really, really, really sorry to keep you waiting so long. Really sorry, but take a look. Feel this radiating power. I bet you're glad you didn't forget to come back, huh? This reforging stuff just warms my old gobby heart. You find any more old weapons, be sure to bring them to me. You never know. They might have the same potential for enhancement you see here. See you around, adventure boy. Obtained Dynamis sword. And then we talk to him again. Hey, you're the guy with the Dynamis sword, right? I got some good news for you. Got a letter here from my blacksmith boy, the guy who forged your Dynamis sword. Wanted me to lay a proposition on you. For years now, him and his mates have been digging tunnels right under this place we're standing on. Even among us goblins, they're considered a strange crew. They're looking for a certain object that was buried here thousands of millions of years ago or something like that. But don't worry, you're a little head over whatever that may be. Anywho, after poking around deep under the earth for so long, they come across a few strange weapons used by God knows who, God knows when. Now, this is the good part. The weapons those guys found happen to have some sort of same aura as the Dynamis sword you're toting around. Pretty intriguing stuff, wouldn't you say? My buddy mentioned in his letter that he'd be willing to trade his discovery for your Dynamis sword as long as you throw an attestation of glory into the bargain. Wait a sec. Attestation of glory? Can't say I've ever heard of that myself. No description in the letter about it neither. Guess if you want to swap your Dynamis sword for what they dug up, you better start looking for an attestation of glory. Okay, I've done my bit and told you what you got to do. It's adventure time again. Alright, so. And now we just go bada bing bada boom. Here you go. So this is an attestation of glory. I've been all over the place and seen lots of bizarro stuff. This is the first time I've seen something like this. You sure you're not a gob? Right, I'll take this stuff off your hands and we get down to my favorite subject. Extra fees. This one's really gonna cost you. Cha-ching! That'll be 61 Lungo Nango Jade Shells, please. Collecting this sum is gonna be tough. Incredibly, unbelievably, ridiculously difficult. But I got faith in you, adventure boy. And back in the days, it really was tough. Back in the day, these 100 pieces could easily go for anywhere, like depending on your server, depending on which year you're talking about. The earlier in the game's life, the more expensive they were. But I remember Monteon silver pieces, the Sandiorian currency, back in the day were going for like 1.1 million to 1.3 million. And then binds were really cheap for whatever reason. They were usually like 750,000. And then Lungo Jade Shells were sort of the in-between, usually between 800 and 1 million. So back in the day, you need like 60 million gil for this stage alone. Or to get really lucky on your sponsored Dynamis runs if you had a sponsor shell. My buddies are going to hear about this. 61 Lungo Nango Jade Shells? You should have been born a gob. You can leave the Dynamis sword with me. You ain't learned any patience on your travels, have you? And no, I'm not going to tell some blabbermouth adventurer where my buddy hangs out. Look, I didn't cheat you last time, did I? Give a gob a break and stop bothering me every 5 seconds. Oh, and you should be happy. There's no reforging to do, so this won't take nearly half as long as last time. Don't get so involved in your little adventures that you forget all about it, though. Now, I don't remember the original wait times between each of the stages, but back in the day, it was real-life days or Japanese midnights or whatever waits. But nowadays, each stage is pretty much a 1 hour wait or 1 game day wait or something like that. Some of them are actually like a full game day, some of them are a full hour. I think this one's supposed to be a full hour wait, but obviously we're not going to do that right yet, so. Now we're going to go and check out some other stuff of what I've been doing. I'm curious about something, so we're going to go to Adeline first. We need to unlock some more weapon skills. As you may or may not have known or remembered, I soloed all of Nizal Isle, and part of Nizal Isle is is that the renter room? It is the renter room, right? Okay, good. But yeah, part of Nizal Isle is collecting vigil weapons, as they're called, but they're really the base form of mythic weapons. And each of them will let you get a job-specific weapon skill, similar to WSNMs. You have to break a latent by doing a quest with the Blue Mage and Juno. I have actually now successfully completed every single mythic weapons latent unlock But there's actually still 2 more weapons to get. One for Rune Fencer, one for... and I'm sticking on gear because I don't like being naked. But I like you so much better when you're naked. I like you so much better when you're naked. Okay, so we're not naked anymore. Good stuff. But in order to get them, they're kind of like a cross between WS&M quest and mythic weapon, because you don't have to go to like an event to get the weapon before you start the quest to break the latents like with the mythics, but they are job specific. So like only Rune Fencer will be able to use the Rune Fencer one, and only Geomancer will be able to use the Geomancer one. And of course, Rune Fencer's is a great sword weapon skill called Dimidation, and I think this has a dexterity modifier of all things. And then Geomancer's is a club, and I don't even know what Geomancer's is called. But we're gonna get them both. The only thing I don't know is I actually still have, you know, if you look at my quest log here, I still have Unlocking a Myth Samurai active because I haven't turned in the katana yet. Or, well, Great Katana. And the latent's already broken on it, but I just wanted to see if I could actually grab the Rune Fencer one with that active. So does he say anything different? Oh, we're getting a cutscene now. No. Wait, okay, I guess I'll say yes. There wasn't a specific thing about... Oh, he doesn't say anything else. We might not be able to... if that... I assume by you want to clash swords with Braga again was an invitation to do the Genkai again. But... let me look this quest up real quick. I didn't think it would be difficult, but we might not be able to pick it up with another latent quest active. Okay. Wait a sec. Oh. As level 99 Rune Fencer. And it says start NPC is Gadiux at J10. Not Octavian? I thought it would have been Octavian. Huh. Well, I'll go talk to Gadiux, or however you say his name. Gadiu, or... I thought we'd be able to do it right now, but I guess not. But I guess it makes sense, like, you know, you can't get Rune Fencer or Geomancer artifact armor until level 99 anyway, because they're jobs that came out when it was really easy in the Abyssea and post-Abyssea era to get EXP. And so they just lumbering horn, really. Hey, here, have a purple belt item. Okay. It said H10, right? Or J10. J10. Yeah, right amount south, wrong amount east. Whoops. Maybe I should be picking up these waypoints. I'm not super familiar with Adeline. Like, I've completed the Secrets of Adeline expansion before on my main character back in 2017. I think it was 2017. Might have been 2019. But I'm pretty sure it was 2017. Yeah, that tells you how much of a blur it is already, right? I can't even remember if it was 3 years ago or 5 years ago. But I'm still not terribly familiar with everything there is in Aldelin, and I'm still not, like, I don't see these waypoints and think, oh yeah, easy teleportation around the city, you know. I'm not even really familiar with the layout of the city exactly. I mean, it's not exactly hard to get around or anything. It's just, it's very, I don't know, it's strange to me. Okay, we're at J10, but I don't see this Gadiu. Oh, Western Adelan. Damn, I'm a twofer on going the wrong way. What an exciting video. Man attempts to go to a quest that apparently, according to this wiki, he cannot actually even do. And I'll go here. HIJK. I think I'm one of the very few people that doesn't have to sing the whole alphabet song to remember where stuff is in the alphabet. I generally see a letter, and if I want to think about where it's at in the alphabet, I think about what comes after it or what comes before it. And so usually it's in sequence, right? Like I just said, HIJ. But sometimes it's out of sequence. So is this going to be a guy, and yeah, it's a guy in the Inventors Coalition? Garios. Innovations that are fun for the whole family, safe and reliable services, and not a hint of blood and money anywhere. That's the Inventors Coalition in a nutshell. Okay, I guess the wiki's correct. Then never mind. We can't actually get intimidation yet because apparently it's a level 99 thing, even though it's job specific, and I don't think it has any special properties beyond being like, I guess I'll look at the weapon skills. I've never actually learned it, so it didn't exist originally when Rune Fencer first came out. Let's see, Demidation, modifiers, 80% dexterity modifier. What the fuck? Multipliers. Floor TP is 2.25, 4.5, 6.75. Oh, okay. It is actually a big deal weapon skill. It's the Ergon. It's the Ergon weapon skill, and apparently it's light/fragmentation. Huh. I wonder if the club weapon skill for Geomancer is the same way. As a level 99 Geomancer, speak to Nili Uvolep in Eastern Adelan to receive a trial wand. What's the weapon skill called? Exudation. Attack varies with TP. Properties darkness/fragmentation. Okay, wow. So Rune Fencer and Geomancer both just get their Ergon weapon skills differ from Mythic weapon skills by the fact that Mythic weapon skills are only level 2 properties, but these Ergon weapon skills for Rune Fencer and Geomancer are level 3 properties. I guess that makes sense because they're associated in the same way as Mythic weapon skills. They're associated with their Ergon weapon. The Rune Fencer and Geomancer can't use any relics or Empyreans or Mythic weapons, so all they've got is the Ergon weapon skill anyway. So I guess that makes sense, but it's also kind of strange. We won't be able to get those till we break the cap and go to 99, so I guess look forward to that. Sorry for wasting your time. But we'll just hop over on Samurai real quick, and man, I'm naked again, damn it. Bring out the Wind Slicer. We don't need to equip it though. Oh no, I can't wear those. Weigh me down. Why did the arrows not equip? Well, whatever. Okay. We're clothed enough. Now this is the last mythic weapon skill that I have to learn. Because I have learned them all. And there's no latent to break, so good stuff. So let's go. Wait, no, we need the home point warp, so we need to go to Lower Juno. I mean, actually, I guess we don't need that to go to Lower Juno, because wait, now this is gonna put us in Rulode Gardens, isn't it? We use the Geomagnetron. Because even though the first Geomagnetron you take from Juno to go to Adeline, it drops you in, what is it, Yasi Hunt? Oh no, okay, Lower Juno. Cool beans, cool beans. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. Mock Vix's junk shop with the blue mage in the middle. Hey dude, we gonna get you reinstated on the Imperial Court now? Probably not. I have a feeling it's gonna wind up being like Borgertz's artifact hands, and just like they never expected you to do them all, so they didn't write anything or put anything special in for it. Yeah, that's the last step though. There's no more steps for you to do, Zalzom. Okay, well that's unfortunate. But yeah, Tachirana. And I guess I could do a bonus episode where I show off literally every mythic weapon skill. Because, I mean, I have them all. And basically, I kept them, if they weren't broken, I kept them in Mog Wardrobe 1, and then after I broke them, I put them in Wardrobe 2. So, like, Monk, Puppet Master, Thief, Bard, Dancer. Bard's mythic weapon skill looks really cool. It's called Mordant Rhyme. It looks like these, like, energy fangs, like, form over the enemy, and then the Bard, like, shatters them, and they, like, shatter inside of the enemy. It's pretty cool. Dancers looks really weird without the actual mythic weapon. Red Mage, which you might have seen me do some Death Blossoms by now. Blue Mage, Brave Blade. Paladin's sword took me 3 nights of 8 hours of Nizal Isle to get. For whatever reason, the wikis are wrong. When you solo Nizal Isle, or when you do Nizal Isle, you're supposed to be guaranteed to get a weapon on floor 100. 2 weapons, in fact, from the final boss. But there's also this weird thing where if you are the runic disc holder for floors 96 to 100, you're supposed to be guaranteed to get the job, the weapon for the job you're playing. And I guess because of that, I was supposed to be guaranteed to get the Vorpal Sword, because I was on Red Mage, because Red Mage is the only one that can do it at 75. And, oh, well, at least do it reasonably, like, consistently. So I couldn't get Red Mage. But I didn't get a second weapon either. And you're supposed to be guaranteed 2 weapons. And I ran floor 100 like 2 more times, and no weapons, no weapons. So I just started running other floor sets randomly, like, oh, I'll do a 56 to 60, oh, I'll do 76 to 80 and try to get a body piece, oh, I'll do, you know, whatever. And on the 3rd night, like 4 hours into grinding Nice Lyle, I was doing a 56 to 60, and on floor 59 from Argus, which is a Hectotized notorious monster that in the overworld drops the Peacock Amulet, or Peacock Charm, before it was made rare exclusive. He dropped the Brave Blade for me. I was going out of my mind. And the weapon skill from it is called Atonement, and damage-wise it sucks, but its damage varies with the amount of enmity you've generated, and also your TP amount. And I think at 300% TP, it does like 2,000 damage if you've got maximum enmity, and then it also, I'm not sure if it caps volatile or if it caps cumulative, but it's a really great hate tool even at 99. Even though at 99, 2,000 damage is like nothing. But I don't like it. It also actually has a weapon skill property. It's fusion property, so that's kind of cool. But I don't like Paladin. I really don't. And I don't like Atonement. So it's kind of like, ugh, should I even do that? But yeah. So then there's Beastmaster, Warrior. Warriors is really cool. It's called King's Justice. Really strong at high TP, but also multi-hit. So there's a lot of more variants than like with Steel Cyclone. Insurgency is really cool, but relatively weak. Drakesbane is really cool. It used to be considered really strong, but nowadays, the way they adjusted TP makes a bunch of other polearm weapon skills better by a lot. Ninjas gives you Blade Kamu, and Samurais gives you Tachirana. White Mages is called Mystic Boon. It looks really cool. It's like you slam the club down and there's like a black lightning bolt with like greenish, like bluish, blackish aura around it. Black Mage is like Vido Hunir or something like that. And it's like this like bright blue-green like energy swirl explosion. Summoner is called Garland of Bliss. It more or less looks like Mandalic Stab from Thief, but it's got like green and pink swirlies in it, and it's done with a staff instead of a stab. Scholars is called Omniscience, and it's like this reddish, purplish, blackish energy orb covers the enemy. It's kind of boring. And there's also a level 290 staff skill called Cataclysm. It's like, looks the same. Rangers is really pretty. It's called True Flight. It's like this elemental white energy explosion. Corsairs is called Leaden Salute. It's like a energy reticle forms in front of the gun, and then this gigantic black hole with like blue energy rims explodes with this really satisfying sound. It's very cool. Darkness Elemental. That's pretty much it. And by unlocking them, I don't actually need to keep these weapons anymore. So I guess I could show off what you can do with them. You can put them into storage. Of course, if you put them into storage before you break the latent on them, then you can't. It will reset the latent progress you've made. So that kind of sucks, but yeah, there's worse things in life. Let's see. I was actually walking around on Red Mage. That's why I have. see. Yawn. I'm rudely yawning at 5 in the afternoon. Yeah. Oh, you might have noticed there my weapon skill list was like all dagger for a second. They don't update the weapon skill lists as fast as the other stuff. So sometimes you see that happen a lot these days. And it was on dagger because the last job I was actually using to fight anything was thief. Because how I made my money for my relic currency was basically I had saved up for weeks and weeks while just doing the recordings, you know, not really buying anything, because once I got 75 and got all, like, the sky gear and stuff, like, I pretty much stopped spending money, and so my money just started accruing. I got up to, like, nearly 12 million, and that's what let me buy this Rampier gold piece, which is 100 Monteon silver pieces. And that's the final stage of the relic I'm doing. It's currency cost. And with the final stage already done, that's more than halfway. That's like 10/18ths or 10/17ths of the work or whatever. So I just went ahead and you know, had a good time like that. Come on, brain. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Brain gonna work. Brain not gonna work. Yeah. There's lots of places you can farm for a gil. You could also, like, if I wasn't on like a time crunch and like didn't want to, like, you know, progress the let's play as fast as I can, then well, not as fast as I can, but like, I don't know, on the schedule I'm doing, I want to get stuff done so I don't have to worry about, like, thinking about including it in a recording. And so I wanted to get the currency done for the relic as soon as possible so I could include it in the let's play. And because it's a unique process that not everyone who's played this game got to see, because it was like his far off unattainable dream for the majority of players back in the early 2000s, all the way up even into the 2010s. But these days it's really common. If you play the game, you'll get a relic eventually, or an Empyrean or anything. So what to do though? What to do? This video's just largely been rambling and menu showing, and me not realizing I couldn't do weapons quest yet. I guess I could show you where I farmed, although that would take a while. If you remember where I got the Savage Blade weapon skill, though, that's the place. It's behind the Altepa gate, and you kill these Antica NMs that spawn there every 20 minutes. It's like, and on Thief they drop like 10,000 gil almost. So it's a minimum. If you killed no other Antica, which is almost impossible, especially at 75, it's guaranteed like 29k an hour. Or well, 80. It's like 87 to 90k an hour actually. Especially if you mug. Your mugs can range from like 200 gil to 5,000 gil or something from the mugging the NMs. I did that. I sold Imperial bronze pieces, sold dark steel ore on the auction house, did all sorts of stuff to gain money faster. That was really, like, the plan for this video was to get the trial blade for Rune Fencer and then show you where I farmed the gil at and possibly break the latent for Rune Fencer on camera. I didn't realize I couldn't do it until level 99, so I'm just like on the fly. It's like, oh, what should I do? And I guess we could do more Treasures of Aragon missions, right? Like, which one are we on? Foiled Ambition. Okay, I guess we just gotta walk back into Salheim Sentinel's office. Or something. Of course, we could actually go have some daring do and fun. The only reason I can't finish the relic yet is one, we're still waiting, but two, I need a holy fragment and a shard of necropsyche in addition to the Rampire gold piece that I have, which can only be found in Dynamis Archibald, which can only be accessed if we beat Dynamis Bucidine, which is probably a few videos ago now, but you saw like I had that really quick and dirty death like 2 hours into the like hour 50 minutes into the recording, where like I tried to zerg it on Dark Knight or whatever and it didn't go very well. I haven't tried again since. My friend Vox has actually promised me Sunday to do that. But I figure, you know what, I could give it a try or two again on other jobs. Because I don't think Zerging's going to work. I think in order to beat it, I think we would probably have to kill the dragon. Dragons, rather. But we don't have super powered up trusts anymore right now, which we did last time I tried. Oh wow, Marine Stew Pot went down in price by a lot. That's amazing. Let's buy some. I wonder why the price got so down. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is amazing. I'm gonna buy like 5 of these things. Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to sit here and play auction house gamble, lowball the price while still increasing the price or whatever. But I figure we could try fighting it again, because the Leering Bijou really isn't that hard to get, and I have some ideas about how I want to fight it. Or how I should try to fight it, I guess. I don't, you know, they're not guaranteed to work. I mean, we're probably gonna just die a painful death. But my first thought is to try fighting it on Red Mage to see how well we do. But of course, there's no guarantees or anything. And I think I would want Dark Knight sub-job so I could stun it. Although alternatively, we could sub Paladin and we'd still get a stun with Shield Bash. It just would be on a longer cooldown. We'd also have higher survivability due to having Sentinel. But I don't really know. Dark Knight has magical stun, and obviously we could change spell stun the boss. But the real problem is the dragons. I'm not sure exactly how to try to handle those. I also had an idea about fighting it on Scholar / Dark Knight, because Scholar has a really useful 2-hour ability we could use to power up our trusts with Accession Imbrava and then Manifestation Caustra on the enemy. We can also Manifestation Stun and stun the boss and all the dragons at once. We just can't chain spell it or anything. And I guess beyond that, my only other ideas would be like maybe go on Dragoon / Samurai and like Ancient Circle for killing the dragons. If we succeed in killing the dragons, Warding Circle for Angramayu, like, I don't know. Someone else also suggested using a pet job or trying to use a pet job, which the only one I could think of that would have any chance at working significantly well is Puppet Master. The idea being you stick the puppet on Angramayu and the puppet follows him wherever he goes while you deal with the dragons. And Puppet Master is good enough of a damage dealer now that, like, it's not really behind my other jobs in that regard. Beastmaster might work similarly if I had any good jug pets or full merits in Beastmaster. And did I spend my merits last night? It's all haze. I did not spend my merits last night. I guess I could do that on camera here. Let's see. I just don't know what I want to get. Well, if I'm going to do any sort of scholar strat, I should probably at least have scholar merited. Let's see. You're supposed to do 5/5 alignment. Stuff like that. I wonder if the Helix magic accuracy / attack applies to Kaustra. Probably not, but it'd be cool if it did. Yay, fully merited scholar. Okay, we'll just fully max out club skill because we can. It's easy. You can tell I'm getting kind of to the upper end of merits. Like, I've even started putting merits in the maximum merit points. I still need to finish charisma. I don't know why I was just like, fuck you, charisma, but I haven't put any merits in charisma in a while. And you know what? I guess I'll test out on camera this scholar idea I have. Because I don't mind losing on something entirely experimental for me. Like, I really don't. I don't mind losing. But I don't even remember exactly what gear was good for me to use on Scholar, particularly. Although, for what I'm doing, it doesn't matter quite as much, I don't think. Where did I put my Scholars? Yeah, I've only been keeping like my Red Mage Warrior Dark Knight stuff like in the sack and case and wardrobe for quicker changing. I really haven't been thinking about other jobs at all. So it's just like, well, I do almost everything on these jobs, so why would I need to do anything different? Scholar can't wear the Dalmatica because, God forbid, you have refresh from gear at 75 on the job that has sublimation. And can't use Zenith. Yeah, I can't use any of the Zenith set. That kind of sucks. But I guess it could be worse. Let's see. 1% fast cast, 3 mind. I guess I go with the 1% fast cast. Let's see. More MP could be nice. Of course, we'd have to equip it to make sure that we got the effect. Leering Bijou is needed for spawning the boss itself. And then... What I'm really sad about, though, is that before I got ready to like try this again, the campaign ended for superpowered trusts that have more HP and MP and stuff. So it's kind of like a an irritation, I guess. No, we do have refresh. We have the Vermilion Cloak. How about that? Color gown or Mahu plant. And we'd have to, if we want AoE stun, we'd have to sub Dark Knight. So, at least while we're 75. And later in life, we'll be able to, at higher levels, we'll be able to sub Black Mage when we want stun, which would be better, but I guess we'll see. And if we could get any gear that increased enhancing magic, like an enhancing torque, or an augmented Kieran's pole, that would be cool, but I don't have a Kieran's pole. There was one that someone was selling in a bazaar for 100k like a week or so ago, but I ignored it because I didn't think about this strategy at the time, and I kind of wish I hadn't ignored it, because it would be kind of nice to have a try to increase my Imbrava and Castra potency. But wow, we're already at 45 minutes. I don't know if I should bother. This person right here, Yule or whatever, I bought a lot of Lungo Nango shells from her. She almost always had them. They go for 90k from her, which, like, for a while was a discount, because on the auction house they were going for like 100. But then they quickly deflated and priced to 90k for whatever reason on the auction house. I guess maybe because she had so many of them and people were just like, eh. I think she also sold some on the auction house herself. But I was able to lowball the auction house and get like half of mine for about 80k or 81k or 85k. So I saved some money on my expected purchase or whatever. And because I switched jobs, I want to have re-raise twice over, because there's a high chance we're gonna die. But like, unlike last time where like I died and just, you know, like gave up and didn't come back or anything, this time I want to try to Rain will work eventually. I want to try to win the fight. You have 30 minutes of confrontation. So like, if you can get far enough away from the eye, and like if we could kill all the dragons and then die, but like far away from where the boss spawns, we could get back up, resummon our trusts, and have a good time. But, or at least, you know, better chance of winning. Ancient Twerk looks kind of nice. That's... I'll hold off. Let's see... Wait, I'm looking for... this. Okay. Yeah, I might as well, I guess. I don't know how much of a difference it will make, but at this level, at this skill range or whatever. But the more enhancing magic skill you have on Scholar, the better for whenever you're 2-houring. And I don't know how the Mega Boss has changed. Back in the day, right, like, people circumvented its intended mechanic. The intended mechanic for Angra Mayu and its dragons, or Manu, or however you say his name, The intended mechanic was you go around Dynamis Butadiene to each of the Beastmen locations, and in each of the Beastmen locations, there's a way you could spawn, or there used to be a way you could spawn the mega bosses from each city zone Dynamis. Those big statues I had to fight. And you'd kill each of the mega bosses, and then you go fight Angramayu. And as long as you killed all the other mega bosses, you could kill Angramanyu's dragons, and he would not be able to bring them back. He wouldn't be able to just spawn them again. In the modern age, that is no longer the case. You can no longer fight the mega bosses. They don't exist as monsters anymore in Dynamis Butadiene. There's no way to spawn them. There's no way to fight them. So I don't know what that means about the dragons, because you know, like, but people used to circumvent that anyway. And the way they would circumvent it is, and I'm sure I mentioned this before, but they would just when they spawned Angramayu, they would have like a thief or multiple thieves or whatever, multiple people. Each would hit one of the dragons, and then they would drag the dragons, and they would just run them as far away as possible. Like, they would attempt to run them all the way back to the start of Dynamis Butadiene. And if the people pulling the dragons, they would do that, and if they died or not, it didn't matter, because as long as they got the dragons all the way, like, away, then the dragons would take so long to come back that you could usually have the rest of your alliance kill Angramayu, you know, before the dragons got back. So you circumvented the whole dragon mechanic completely anyway. But nowadays, you can't do that because, well, one, you know, there's the confrontation status, which only affects, like, so far from the spawn point of Angramanyu. So, you have to deal with the dragons. And I'm pretty sure most people just deal with it by killing them all outright with item level gear, because why wouldn't you just level 99 and do that? And I'm being kind of stupid about it because I'm trying to, you know, do this Let's Play where I want to keep the story mission strength sort of relative to my own, at least relative to the original time period of that each story came out in, which is actually dwindling every day. So someday we will break the cap and go, but today's not that day. And I don't know, it's kind of interesting to see what possibilities you could have for yourself. We don't have super trusts anymore, but I'm pretty sure last time we didn't yet have access to 5 trusts. I could be remembering wrong, but I don't think we did. And where is... I honestly think Shantata 2 might get killed by the dragon's AoEs, but if they do Chaos Blade again, then we're fucked anyway. That's a very potent curse. But I guess this trust setup would do, because Shikari Z will give us Ancient Circle, Z2 hits really hard, Shantata 2 also hits really hard. But I don't know 100%, so... We'll see. We will see. And right. Okay. Where is Stone Skin? Scholar is my kind of choice for this wacky strategy because it has the most buffs available to it. And are my sandstorm boots in? I have to check for them. I kind of forgot that I have access to them. Yeah, there they are. Cool. So we'll be able to get around Dynamis slightly faster. Although we probably want to give ourselves regen. Eventually, sublimation will break our stone skin. And I think we do want to grab the time extensions because I don't know if they affect I don't know if they affect the dragons or anger mine you in any way, but there's a chance that they do. There's a chance that when they altered Dynamis Butadiene such that man, my brain just stops working. When they altered it so that you couldn't fight the mega bosses to prevent the dragons from being respawned, there's one of two ways they altered it. Actually, I guess one of three ways. Either they didn't alter it, and there is now no way to deal with the dragons, or you can kill the dragons and they won't come back, and there's nothing special you have to do. Or they linked the dragons to the time extensions, since there's one time extension in each Beastman camp. Which, that's where my money's on. I would assume they wouldn't want to alter the fight that they designed, even though it's really not that much of a design. You know, drastically enough that dicks. But I mean, I could be wrong, right? Like, I could be wrong. I don't know. Now, one thing that still kind of sucks is, even though we're on a backline mage job now, we still have to engage in order to get anything done. So, we're still bound by that limitation. Let's take out the Beastmaster. And I guess, we could try Paralinaing ourselves. Oh wait, we don't have that without Addendum White. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, I don't know why. Let's see what happens here. Sometimes you can lose aggro on monsters a bit by undeploying your trusts after your trust die. Doesn't always work, but usually it works kind of okay. Let's see. Don't really know what Scholar's best damage dealing options are at 75. I assume it's casting the Addendum Black, but which I could probably be using. Alright, it's about time you did that, Zaid. Oh, but our white mage aggroed something. Let's see if our white mage just dies. Let's Now we're gonna aggro something anyway, aren't we? Okay, cool. I'll take it. It's not ideal by any means, but this is one of the reasons I miss having the super buffed up trusts. Not even sure why the line roll got so low. Like, I know he had 3 guys on him, but like, usually he heals himself and usually she heals him. I guess maybe everyone got paralyzed and couldn't get cures through. Because the white mage trusts first instinct or first script or whatever whenever the player gets paralyzed, just to Paralina the player, which doesn't always work out. That's one of the reasons Byakko was so hard earlier. Let's see, time extension 5 is where? All the way up there. Okay, I'm gonna ignore time extension 5 because it's up in the level 90 farmer region, and I don't feel comfortable fighting those on Scholar without super trusts. If I had super trust, I'd go up there, but I think we'll just focus on getting the 4 time extensions that are on the way to Angramayu, because those are the ones that correspond to the 4 Mega Boss areas, which were just, you know, Yagudo, Quadiv, and the like. Don't remember if we need to keep our Scholar's Mortarboard on anymore now that our sublimation is full, but I'm going to take it off anyway. In fact, I'm going to put my Vermilion Cloak on to restore MP. Okay, I am so not used to playing basically anything that's not red mage. I am super I am super duper just like, job not red mage or melee, what do? I mean, every melee is pretty easy to play, so like, those I have no trouble with. Dark Knight, Warrior, Samurai, and the like, no trouble with, you know. But any of the mage jobs, I'm just like, how am I supposed to play this job? What are the specifics I'm supposed to be doing? Never got a feel for them back in the day because I never played them. Don't have a feel for them now because most of them aren't intended for solo play. I guess I could have given myself Sandstorm, but whatever. Do that after the next place. Or next spot, whatever. Okay, that's an icon. We want idle. Guess I could look on wide scan. Oh wait, no, there it is. That's gotta be it, right? Yep. Okay. So it doesn't have any Yagudos looking at it currently. I think our best bet is to, I'm not even going to change to Dark Arts, I'm just going to nuke it now. So that it comes towards us. Oh, but we still picked up aggro, because why? Of course we did. Because of course we did. Need to engage really quickly because that is a monk. Yeah. He's got Sentinel going, I guess. That's why he's not, like, crumbling instantly. Lots and lots of overlapping cures, but it's better than the trust dying. Guess I could show off Omniscience. We'll show it off in the next one. The Skirmisher, which I believe is a warrior. That's the Scholar Mythic Weapon skill. Okay. Let's see, so that was Time Extension 2. So Time Extension 3 is going to be in the midst of Quados on the beach. Which Quados are only sneak, so we don't need invisible. But we'll probably have to deal with more of them, because they're going to link with the idol, or I guess effigy, whatever it's called. By sound as well, so. Time extensions, they're a pain. Wait a minute. There can't be 2 time extensions here. Oh, are you true? Did you just aggro me? Yeah, you're true sound. You just aggroed me. Oh. I don't think this is the time extension. I'm pretty sure it's got to be like Gouda effigy or something like that. Good Duke Sniper. Adamant King, Adamant King. Adamant King image, okay. Okay, it's kind of like actually tucked kind of away from the others. That's kind of nice. Addendum Black. Give ourselves Thunderstorm. Oh, it's Earth's Day. This is a horrible day for thunder magic. It's okay though. Because we get interrupted anyway. No. And then Chantato beats us to the punch anywho. So. Well. Unfortunate, but not exactly unforeseen. I don't have my Sandstorm weather up, and I'm not going to recast it here. I'm super bad at Scholar. I just don't have the mind for it. That's more or less what being bad at a job in 11 is. Like, they're all relatively the same, right? Like, you make macros for your TP setup, your weapon skill setup, your nuking setup, your debuffing setup, your regen / refresh / idle setup, your damage taken setup. Then you make macros for whichever spells you want quick access to and whatnot. And that's like the bare minimum effort you're supposed to put in to be polite. Of course, people nowadays that tell you, well, you aren't using LUAs, you aren't automating your play to be as efficient as fucking possible, then fuck off. Which I guess is like a decade behind the automation that goes on in like World of Warcraft or whatever. I watched this hour-and-a-half long video by that Folding Ideas channel the other night, which is like talking about the social dynamic of mods, which of course started as quality of life and aesthetic things, but very quickly became, you know, ways to manipulate the game, which led to all of the mods that you see that dick you down hard, that people expect you to have in World of Warcraft, which I never played World of Warcraft, so I don't really care about it, but big deal to a lot of people, so. Oh, nice. Okay. So, now we just need to go invisible again before we get aggroed. Actually quite surprised we were able to get past the orcs without aggroing them. And now we can go die to the Mega Boss. More than likely. We will more than likely die to the Mega Boss. If not because of its, you know, the fact that we're basically outnumbered by monsters that are stronger than all of my trusts and myself. Just the fact that I'm not really good at Scholar. But we'll see what happens. I don't mind dying on camera again. I just figure I might as well do something with this video, you know, something mildly exciting. And after we die or whatever, I guess we can go check on whether or not the goblin traded our sword for that other sword yet. Okay, that's the pop spot. And I would use my sublimation, but I want to save that for the midst of combat. Because my idea, my strategy, takes a lot of where's an empty macro book? Come on. 18? 18's empty? Okay, cool. Let's see. Alt the trigger. Okay, cool. Just make some really simple macros really quick. Okay, stun, and then Castra / NA, Castra. That's how you spell Castra, right? As far as I know, we can't we can't crowd control the dragons, really. Like, the most we can do to them is stun them. So, like, I don't know. I don't know the best way to go about this. But we're gonna rest to full MP, and then we're gonna buff our trusts with the AoE Stone Skin and the AoE Blink. Then I don't know if I'll rest MP or not. I guess I'll rest MP. Or actually, maybe I'll equip my Lieutenant's Cape. This will give me the option of using basically an elixir in the middle of combat. Let's see. Want to try to have... Oh, one thing we definitely want to have equipped at the start here, because, you know, we're going to be the ones getting attacked first. We're going to want to have our damage taken, right? We're going to want to, we don't want to take damage here, so. Although I guess while we do our buffs, we want to have our Chateaubriand stuff on first, but. Oh, and it would probably help. We already got a lot of mind, but Stone Skin, total Stone Skin is based off your mind stat, as far as I remember. So, okay. And yeah, I'll do it that way. I don't know, does... Enhancing white magic, I guess you can't... Like... Spike spells are enhancing magic, but they're not... Like, they're black magic, right? So I'm not going to be able to, like, accession ice spikes, right? And manifestation won't do it either, because... Yeah, because manifestation is only for... spells... Let me look up the effect of Tabula Rasa right quick. Optimizes both white and black magic capabilities, allowing charge-free stratagem use. Resets light arts and dark arts timers and restores all stratagems upon activation. While under the effect of Tabula Rasa, light arts, dark arts, and all stratagems have no ability recast delay. Additionally, stratagems do not consume charges upon use. During Tabula Rasa, unique spells Castra and Abrava become accessible. During Tabula Rasa, regen and helix spells receive a much greater than normal light arts and dark arts bonuses, regardless of which art is in effect. Okay, plus 36 HP recovered to each tick of regen. That's good to know. Glad I looked this up real quick. Okay, well then. We're going to go ahead and use Tabula Rasa. And you see it has like a several minute thing. I'm going to go ahead and give us all Thunderstorm, because we have a merit that gives more dexterity for that. Going to give us all Region 3. Myself Gleam of Form. Then where is Imbrava? Okay, so we got to I guess I could be like saving myself MP or whatever, but I don't play enough to... Holy cow. Okay. Huh, maybe we're not going to use that in the middle of combat. Maybe we're just going to use that. We're going to go into Dark Arts now. Said we're going to go into Dark Arts now. We're going to go into Dark Arts now. And then we're going to put on our Terra Staff and summon the boss, and probably die, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so we want to attack dragons first. Oh hey, look, Silenska, amazing. I didn't have my echo drops ready. Something stupid. Now, normally he starts with Garviga, right? So. What? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, this went terribly. But I guess we can run away a bit. See how far we get. I don't know if that's far enough away to like not aggro them upon getting back up, but we should theoretically still have re-raise. But yeah, well, okay, he starts with Silenska, so that kind of put a damper on my plans. Pretty much instantly put a damper on my plans. Okay. Just gonna wait for them to return to that. Okay, so they're all there and all groovy. Let's move a little bit further away. I guess we still want to be able to see them. Well, now we don't have our 2 hour, so I don't see how we could possibly win at this point. But, try again, I guess, I suppose. Seemed like we were doing decent damage to the one dragon we were fighting before we died horribly. Of course, we might not have died so horribly if I just had my echo drops in my inventory for faster use, but I didn't realize he could use Silenska, I guess? I don't know, I'm dumb. Oh, did they all just despawn? Oh wow, okay. So, like, re-raise isn't really going to help us. Other than, like, man, that sucks. I'm probably really am gonna have to wait for Vox. I don't know. Well, I tried. It honestly wasn't that good of an attempt, but I tried. Guess we'll leave. Like, how much damage did we do to that Pukas? I just want to see. So, Shikari Z looks like she's doing pretty good damage to it still. Okay, so she made Distortion. And then they made Darkness. And... you know, honestly, I'd be willing to try this again with a little more finesse. Maybe I will. I'll try it again off camera, but like record the attempt, and then if I actually succeed or do better, I'll upload it. But for now, let's go ahead and go back and switch to Red Mage and go see if we can get the next stage of the Relic Sword. And of course, that means I'll have to farm. Every time I want to attempt this, I have to farm a Leering Bijou from the Dynamis Notorious Monsters, so in Dynamis Beastine, so that's gonna suck a little bit, but it should be doable. Wow, Angramanu really he just spawned and said, I'm gonna end this man's whole career. He's got a plan and I'm gonna fuck it. Because he started with Silenska, and last time he started with Graviga. When I tried zerging him on Dark Knight, at the end of that one video, he was just like, Graviga. And I thought that that's what he was always going to start with. But no, he has a whole spell list that he chooses from. I wonder if it depends on what job the player that spawns him is. It's like, I do think it's doable. Like, I don't think it's outside of the realm of possibility just because I'm 75. I just think that, I don't know, maybe it's beyond my capabilities as a player. Or, who knows, maybe it is actually not possible with just trust at 75. But like I said, there's some stuff, like, we are going to have to level eventually if we want to experience the whole game, so... and we do. I do. I want to show it all. It's just, you know, like, if I was already level 99 and item level, like, Anchor Mining you would be a blip. It would just be like, oh, it's the boss of Dynamis Beastine. That's interesting. You know, next. Rather than, you know, this huge wall that's like, oh wow, he's actually a really problematic monster, and this showcases why, you know, it took an entire alliance in the past to kill it. Okay, like, next time I go... Oh, you know what? I didn't even equip that enhancing torque that I bought for doing my Brava or anything. Whatever. Not super important. Not super important. But next time I go, if I go again before Vox is ready to kill it for me, I'll probably try on Scholar again. Or I might just try on Red Mage or something. Because, like, I don't know. I don't really like having to think about the, Scholar's whole, you know, oh, if I want a nuke, I need to switch really quick. Maybe Scholar I need to make job ability macros for, just for light arts and dark arts and stuff. Actually, yeah, I guess Scholar would really would benefit a lot more from macros. Just because you have to, like, if you want to swap between black and white magic on the fly as much as you can, then you need to be able to access that quickly. And going into the menu for it's kind of clunky when they're all self-changing, you know, sort of buff things or whatever. So. Anyway, let's wrap this up by going to Switch 6 and seeing if we got that Stage 4 sword yet or not. How much were they hitting my Scholar for with the 30% damage taken reduction? They were still hitting him ridiculously hard with it. Goodness. As expected though, they're like level, I think, either 85 or 90 monsters or something, so. Kind of funny though, if we had even one more player at level 75 to go with us, Like, we could substitute them in for a trust and have them use some other good job like Dark Knight or something, and engage on like Angramine you at the start, stun it for us or something. My boobs. This guy's name is My Boobs. He's a paladin. That's funny. Caliburn! In Dynamis, Knights of Round. Good timing, your package has arrived. Definitely looks a lot like what you had in the first place. You're probably thinking this isn't worth the loot you had to part with, huh? Cheer up, adventure boy, and don't forget to keep bringing me those ancient weapons. Who knows? They might be hiding some secret power that only a blacksmith like me can draw out. Here's what you came for. I thought that your friend was the blacksmith and you were just getting the good deals. Oh. Yeah, I have a relic blade, but I don't... That's for greatsword. He referenced something that's in my... I guess it's in my Mog wardrobe, right? So I guess he referenced it. But, huh. Yeah, we have Caliburn now, which is... This is stage 4, and basically stage 4 is really high base damage everywhere. So 49 base damage for a level 75 sword is really good. But you get its exclusive weapon skill, but only in Dynamis. So in Dynamis, they're kind of decent. They have unique skill chain properties, because Knights of the Round is level 3 light, and then sub-property is fusion. So it was the first sword weapon skill that had fusion property. And also, if you make a light skill chain, you can use Knights of the Round and make another light skill chain off of the first light skill chain. So pretty cool, but still doesn't hold a candle to what we're currently using due to TP bonus. But maybe when we get it to its final form, once we gain access to Dynamis Archibald, it'll be groovy. Now then, let's see. I guess I'll leave that here then. I can't think of anything else to do real quick. We're already at an hour and a half, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a great day, and I'll see you again.